When I put down the wood chips last year, the pathways were just clay with some weeds growing through it. Look at the soil now. It's better than the clay in this bed, and I've been putting in organic matter in here for years. It's amazing how well the wood chips work. So I'm digging up the clay from the worst part of this garden bed all the way in the back near the storage box, and I'm going to move that to the end of my grow bed number 1. I'm in the process of lengthening that bed so I can add a 4th square. I'm going to dump the clay here to help build up this end of the garden bed. This whole property is on a fairly steep westward facing slope, and raised beds work best when they're level so the water settles into the beds properly. That is some heavy clay. It's easy for new gardeners to think gardening is all about growing plants, but it really isn't, especially not when you're working with depleted clay. It's all about growing better soil, and it's about killing the insects and animals and diseases that attack your plants, because let's face it, in reality the plants will grow themselves if you give them the right conditions. That should be good enough for now. The reason I'm doing this now is I need to set up my row covers for the winter, and I need a place for the water jugs to sit for this garden. So this clay shelf should provide what I need, and I'll give it the winter to settle, and in the spring I'll add more clay and re-level it one more time, and then I'll start shifting the grow beds. The next step is to dig the soil out of that grow bed in the middle, because I need to remove the sideboards in order for the row covers to fit properly. Okay, let's see if I can pull out the sides for this grow bed. Alright, both sides are off the middle raised bed. Soil's been leveled out. And I've set the water bottles in place temporarily to get an idea how that's going to work. I'm going to go with 6 1-gallon water bottles under each row cover this year, and I'm going to need to raise those up, so that'll be the next part of the project. But that will have to wait for my next video because my camera is running out of batteries and I'm running out of energy. But if you look here, you can see these plants are all doing well. I've planted these over the last 2 weeks. And these are further along than the plants I started in my winter garden last year, which I began after the first frost. So don't give up gardening just because winter is approaching. You can grow year-round in Zone 7A, and I think you'll find it's a really enjoyable thing to do. Happy gardening, everyone.